Sasha Steels takes on Penelope Ford. Thrill Ride with Ron Zombie and Jared Silverclight clash with the 7-foot-tall Kaz XL. The Northeast Wrestling Tag Team Championships on the line as King Brian and David Arquette, Hollywood Royalty, takes on Keith Youngblood and Jerry the King Lawler. Enzo returns to the ring to battle Brian Pillman Jr. The Northeast Wrestling titles on the line in a no disqualification match as the hometown hero Hale Collins battles the death-defying Darby Allin. In the main event, first time ever dream match is Pentagon Jr. versus John Moxley. This is Northeast Wrestling.
Listen to this crowd and listen to this because Paul, it's been a party all night long already, but I think we're about to get started proper.
Here in Northeast Wrestling, Prison Break is a triple threat tag team contest number one fall. Introducing first, from a location where you need entertainment. Here's the team of Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Quinn,
Well, Paul, we're about to see, I believe, some pretty great dance moves, but that's not the only moves that we're about to see in this because the action is going to be fast-paced and all over the place in this one.
I could try to describe each team, their strengths and their weaknesses, but all I'm going to say is between Private Party, A Boy and His Dinosaur, and Inzanely Rude, we probably aren't going to be able to keep up with all the action going on in the ring.
It's going to be a challenge, but what a way to start things. A three-way tag team match. Private Party lighting the tag team world on fire in and out of Northeast Wrestling. Their debut here tonight in the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. It's a big night for Private Party.
These guys are going to be up to very elite things come October, but here tonight, they're looking to continue to cut a swath into the tag team division in Northeast Wrestling because overall, during their time here, they have been very successful as far as wins and losses go.
Introducing team number 2 from Venice Beach, California, 344 pounds. Here's the team of Zane Bernardo, RJ Rude, collectively known as Inzanely Rude.
Well, Paul, these two young men have a clear opportunity here tonight to make a bigger name for themselves in the face of two very buzzworthy teams. Can they keep up tonight?
I think they can. I have had the opportunity to see them grow and develop here in Northeast Wrestling, and that's one of the big cornerstones to Northeast Wrestling. You see a lot of big name talent coming here to NEW, but you also get to see the young, burgeoning talent come in and get their opportunity. And Inzanely Rude, I think they have a great shot at it tonight.
And team number 3, please welcome A Boy and His Dinosaur, the team of Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
Well, we've talked about two teams who have created quite a reputation for themselves. Here's a team that's been talked about all over the world, but how in the heck do you prepare for these two men?
I'm not sure you can prepare for it. The only thing that Private Party and Inzanely Rude can hope for is the inexperience these two have as a team. Yes, you heard from the crowd reaction. Everybody loves these guys. But for these two, their story is going to be, can they continue on the path that they have started in All Elite Wrestling and carry it here to Northeast Wrestling, because they're going in there against two much more experienced teams.
Another prime-time, high-profile, high-pressure situation for all three of these teams. Who will survive, who will thrive, who will come out on top and make a statement to kick things off at Prison Break.
But if you want to talk about making a spectacular entrance, well, I think they just won this match.
Things just went Jurassic, but will that continue once the bell rings? We are going to see bodies flying all over the ring and probably beyond before this one's all said and done in a hurry.
You want to talk about Private Party in Northeast Wrestling, coming off a win over the Graysons and Inzanely Root at Six Flags Slam Fest. So they're coming in here hot. They're going to bigger places, at least in their minds. So maybe, just maybe, having their eye on something else come October, maybe that'll cost them here in this match.
You know, fans can think back to over a year ago, Private Party emerging on the Northeast Wrestling scene. That series of matches against Inzanely Root, truly putting them on a map and on that path to greatness that they are currently riding like the wind. Old rivals, but now with a new team in the mix, this thing is absolutely unpredictable.
That's right. If you've been following NEW over the summer, a lot of triple threat action for both Private Party and Inzanely Root. Both teams splitting wins, but for the most part, Private Party has come out on top for most of those, so they're carrying a little bit more swagger, a little more confidence coming into this one. But whenever you're facing someone like Luchasaurus and you see the man that size in the ring, your confidence might go away a little bit.
Private Party trying to decide which one of them will start. Apparently neither.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go, RJ Rude, the first one to get in the face of the Luchasaurus and immediately regretting it.
The thing that RJ Rude and quite frankly anybody other than Luchasaurus has to worry about is doing the smart thing when you're in there with him and not trying to play his game, trying to, you know, stick and move, get out of the way. But right now, it looks like they're playing a little mind games with Luchasaurus there with that blind tag.
Rude and Mark Quinn now familiar foes, and a nice run on the run, but RJ Rude says, I've felt that before.
People talk about the athleticism of Quinn, and you can't deny it, but RJ Rude and Bernardo, they want to prove that they're right there too as far as athleticism goes.
Taking one right in the bush, RJ Rude. As Mark Quinn literally lighting up this building.
Yeah, that drop kick is electric, so there you go.
What an atmosphere. It's been electric since early this afternoon. Our meet and greet lines forming early and often. And now it's showtime as Cassidy enjoying his success thus far as Bernardo tags him.
Yeah, you see the effortless way he did that senton springboard into the ring. The way him and Quinn are able to just effortlessly use their athleticism to their advantage. It's why they're so dangerous. It's why Cody Rhodes said, I need these guys.
It's the epitome of making it look easy, but I'm not sure anything will be easy in this one as Jungle Boy enters the fray.
Jungle Boy, one of the best up-and-coming prospects in wrestling.
Wow. Bernardo showing him how it's done for the moment, up and not quite over. Who's going to get control here? Charging in and maybe a bit too late. Bernardo, among the youngest competitors ever in Northeast Wrestling, misses the mark, lands on his feet, and watch out for Jungle Boy. He's got a plan.
Look at the way he bounced off that backcracker. I mean, Bernardo went a few feet in the air there. Really impressive execution from Jungle Boy.
Cassidy back in the match, and we know the rules here. Any member of any team can tag any member of any team. If you're not winning, you're losing. One fall to a finish.
And Private Party isn't going to get rattled by this atmosphere either. You know, they say they like a party, but they also like a raucous atmosphere. They like it when the crowd interacts with them, yells at them, tells them how much they love them. So they're going to be very comfortable here in a venue like this.
The pace quickens once again, wheelbarrow position, nice arm drag. Cassidy again making sure to have fun every step of the way, but maybe a bit too much. Jungle Boy, a moment in time here. What's he looking for? Wow!
It looked like he wasn't going to get the execution there, but he was able to adjust in mid-air to get the legs around the head and execute.
Creative offense as Jungle Boy kicks Cassidy off, and both men similar positioning. We've got a standoff, Paul.
You can't help but love this sort of action, especially here in our opener. I mean, if you love this, this is just our first matchup tonight.
Once again, thank you for all of you joining us here tonight live all over the world on the High Spots Wrestling Network, wherever you may be. It's going to be an exciting night for all of us to experience together. Bernardo strikes from the outside. Look out. This'll drop kick, and here comes Marquand.
And it looks like Inzanely Root is going to do what they do best. When they see an opening like this, their double team athleticism with a lot of high flying is what helps them win.
2 knees to the chest. Rocket and Roland are insanely rude, connecting and firing on all cylinders here.
And that's the double team execution I was talking about.
Watch out who's going to get dominant position. Face first goes Quen.
And his sunglasses finally fell off.
Well, you know that's going to get him angry.
But this is why Inzanely Rude cannot be counted out of a match like this. I mean, they're going in there with a team like Aboyna's Dinosaur, Private Party, who have a lot of experience traveling all over the United States, plying their trade as a tag team, but Inzanely Rude very confident in their home base here.
Bernardo got caught. He is out of the picture for now, and that leaves RJ Rude in a vulnerable state. Watch out for Private Party. What do they have in mind here?
Great tilt-a-whirl head scissors there, and you saw the way his elbow moved. Not many people throw elbows like that. They could throw any sort of strike from any different direction.
And it's interesting how typical tag team strategy is modified for a match like this. The name of the game is still isolating somebody, trying to wear them down, and finding that moment in time to put them down for good. RJ Rude is in trouble here.
And if you read the body language of Aboyna's Dinosaur there on the apron, they look very calm, collected, cool. They have not been in there very much. I think they're enjoying letting these two teams pick each other apart.
RJ Rude not enjoying this moment in time one bit. The wrong part of town for this young man. And remember, he doesn't have to tag his own partner. He just needs to make a tag, period, at this point.
And that's another thing Private Party is not afraid to do. They're not afraid to taunt their opponent, try to get into their head, try to get them angry and to make a mistake. And that has carried them to victories here in NEW as well.
Perhaps a bit of that old rivalry between these two teams bubbling back to the forefront. Those bad feelings from over a year ago when we saw them face each other many a time. Watch out here. A wipeout. Cassidy eliminating the competition one by one. Oh! Forget thinking outside the box. These men live outside the box, and they are taking care of their house right now. Uh-oh. Unexpected collision. Watch out for RJ Rude.
Wow, double slice bread there. And RJ Rude, that is why he's endeared himself not only with NEW crowds over the summer, but in our home base in Bethany. He has become very popular because of performances like this, but he has no one to tag.
Well, he does. He may not like the options, but he's got no choice. Here comes Luchasaurus.
And I think the tone is about to change for Private Party, because he is huge, but he is also very, very athletic.
You're right, the tone, the mood, the entire game changing. And Cassidy saw his whole life flash before his eyes. It was probably a fun trip, but still.
Bernardo finally fought his way to the apron, but he just ran into a goozle by the hand of Luchasaurus.
Oh my. No. Insanely Rude surviving the moment. Can they vanquish the big man together? Maybe not. Oh my.
Huge high kicks. Slams him down face first.
The Luchasaurus dominant. And here comes his buddy, Jungle Boy. Will this unique, unorthodox team continue to have things well in hand here?
Power and speed combined. A little power there from Jungle Boy. Wow.
What a combination. And face first once again. Who is going to challenge these men?
Zane Bernardo not having a good time of it himself. Jungle Boy with the kick to the spine.
A boy and his dinosaur say, who's next? If they could pick apart the competition one by one, this match could be theirs, Paul.
Look at that combination. Not only do they have ingenuity, they have innovation.
Lifelong friends, and it shows as Cassidy making a stand.
Oh boy, big mistake.
You could hear that one throughout the walls of the Mid-Hudson Civic Center as Cassidy, oh my, caught by his partner. Are you kidding?
Able to somehow rebound and hit the swinging DDT.
The counter that Luchasaurus never saw coming, and suddenly Jungle Boy is fighting for himself here.
In their NEW debut, they're looking pretty good, but Private Party, they definitely want to put them away very quickly.
Over the top, and here we go again. And face first, right to the dome. Jungle Boy in trouble. How many rotations did he get?
The torque, the rotation to be able to execute that plunge shooting star press.
It's all going the way of Private Party. Oh, how close was that?
Inzanely Rude, knowing what is on the line in this matchup, knowing how big of a win it would mean for them in their young careers, able to get in at the last second.
Bernardo and Rude back in the game.
And this crowd squarely behind Private Party and a boy and his dinosaur, but Inzanely Rude cannot focus on that. They have to keep it right on Private Party.
And another modified neck breaker over the knees of his partner, and how things change in but a few moments. Inzanely Rude have to find a way to continue this momentum.
And now Jungle Boy isolated. This is when that team is most vulnerable, when he is left alone. He is a fighter, but when you have both Inzanely Rude members ready to put you away, it could be quick.
Oh my. Frying pan into the fire. Are you kidding?
Right into the destroyer.
Well, that couldn't have gone worse for either man.
And I'm gonna let this crowd speak for us for a second.
What else can you say as Private Party now trying to slay the beast? Watch out, Jungle Boy!
He is always picking the right spot and right there, helping his partner to take down Private Party, but how much more do these teams have left to give?
Bernardo, path is clear, and he scores a strike. Everyone's down. Bernardo stands tall.
And he's trying to do the smart thing here by getting the legal men back into the ring to try to put this one away. But man, everybody's just exhausted.
Mark Quinn looking to stop Rude, unable to do so. RJ Rude, clear flight path.
Moonsault to the floor, takes everyone out, even his own partner. I don't know if I agree with that tact. It is a big risk for such a big match, but he just hurt his own partner there.
Well, I think we're well past the point of second-guessing risk-taking in a match like this. Everyone putting themselves, their bodies, their partners on the line. Every team here hungry for that victory.
And he could make me eat my words right here if he can follow up.
Bernardo and Rude now. Another moment in time. Can they take advantage?
Rude and Bernardo knowing what's at stake here and having faced Private Party before, they're in familiar territory, but unfortunately for them, this is what Private Party can do. They can sneak out of any sticky situation.
Just like that. Surviving, scrapping, finding their way out of that offensive hole, if only for the moment.
What could he possibly have in mind here?
Oh my! Into the Ace Crusher!
Inzanely Rude gave it everything they had, and hats off to them, and hats off to Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, but Private Party was just too much here tonight.
What an unbelievable exhibition of the evolution of tag team wrestling. Three of the hottest teams on the planet, but tonight, the evening belongs to Private Party.
Luchasaurus cannot be happy with that result, but Private Party, at least for tonight, was the better team. No, he's not gonna put the Jungle Boy has his sunglasses on.
The ultimate show of respect. I think they just got an invite to the Private Party.
No. Looks like Luchasaurus fits in, I guess. Those are better moves than I've ever seen from you.
I was just wondering if maybe we could join them later tonight, the after party.
I don't think we're gonna make the cut, no.
Well, I'll tell you what a way to kick things off here at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. We are just getting started. 2 championship matches still ahead. And so much more yet to come here tonight. These fans are rocking, and so is Private Party. Time to celebrate, guys.